All right, good morning, cyber friends. This is Mitty Man coming at you again from back here, Walker Studio. I'm in Studio B, giving God all the praise and honor as usual. I'm up kind of late, I as usual, but nevertheless, I probably would have already turned in, but nevertheless, I haven't just yet. But we want to give all the cyber friends a shout out. You know who you are in a circle. You know who you are. If y'all looking at the title of my video, you see it where it said, one great lesson I learned as a child. One great lesson that I learned as a child. And matter of fact, I I can remember my great grandmama we called Big Mama, and she did a lot of the rearing of me and raising me up along with my grandmama and my, as well as my mom. I told y'all that my mom had a lot of help with her kids because we had a big mama and we had grandmama. And like I said, it's one of the great lessons that I learned from my big mama was this, that your word is your bond. Your word is your bond. And I learned that at an early age. And God knows I have tried to stand by that and stick to that just as long as I can remember. And I've on occasion I have had occasions where I wasn't able to stand by that and miss the mark, but not many times. Not many times. But the thing that I want to say to all of us, we always wondering why people don't trust us. Come on, y'all. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. We always wondering why people don't trust us and don't uh, take in what we say. It's because your word don't mean nothing. We tell people one thing and do the complete opposite. And sometimes I believe we do this on purpose. I really do. I believe sometimes we really do it on purpose. But your word, my great grandmama taught me that your word is your bond. People should be able to, if you let people know that you are good, your word is good, and you are good for your word, you don't have no problem with people trying to extend to you the leeway and extend to you leniency and being able to stand. They know that they can stand on your word and stand by you because they believe and they know that when you say something that you will stand by what you say. Your word is your bond. If you're not gonna do something, my brothers and sisters, this is the way I see it, and this is where I try to be. Now, like I say, y'all, we all got our flaws. We all got our flaws, and we'll miss it. We know that. But in general, if I tell a person, this is how come really you shouldn't be able, you should never promise people what you gonna do because see, you don't have time in your hand. But nevertheless, I would tell a person like this. I said, well, if it's the Lord's will, and if I'm able to do such and such, I will do what I say. Now, I will do that. I will say that instead of making promises that we know that we are not going to keep. Don't say it if you know you're not going to do it. Don't say it. Some of us are known to be just known liars. And don't nobody believe nothing you say because you are a known liar. But as I just said, I know I was reared up there about your word being your bone. And that's how come if I give a person my word, I try to go to the last minute and the last length to try to do what I say I'm going to do. And if I can't, I'm not afraid to stand up to it and then at least tell the person whom I made the promise to the reason why. And that's how come we should never make promises because we're not able to keep promises. But we can say what we will try to do if it be the Lord's will, giving us, if the Lord gives us strength and make it possible for me to do this and such and so, we will do it. That's the difference, y'all, than this flat out lying. You know, we have people waiting on us. You know, this is how come don't nobody believe nothing you say, because nobody is really you. They can't. They don't have no confidence in you because you haven't given them any reason to have confidence in you. So don't be surprised when don't nobody want to fool with you in no endeavor. Why would you want to go into business with somebody that ain't dependable? You asking for trouble. The person won't even do what they say. So what in the world you want to join an allegiance with people that are not dependable? No, it's not going to happen. And this is the very reason why, like I said, I have done some things in my past and word, and I've tried to do some things, and I have really I got very very little confidence in a lot of folk right about now. I don't put everybody in the same category, and I don't generalize. But there's some people that I don't trust them no further than I can throw this house, and that's nowhere. Oh no, cause their word is not worth a quarter. It ain't worth a glass of unsweetened lemonade. Believe me. But nevertheless, y'all, we are saying that on this here bright early Friday morning, and we are back into another Sabbath. We are going into it, and we're gonna say we thank God for life, health, and strength. Thanking Him for it, whether it is, and we are not gonna go in the route that late. Matter of fact, my sister Anna, me and her were talking on yesterday morning, and when she made a very good point that said about the Satan is attacking the family is under attack by Satan right now. Not only your natural family, but the church family as well. Satan is attacking, and he's doing a very great job at it. And some of us are helping the Satan, and Satan doesn't need any help, believe me. But some of us look like to me, we have made our business to be an assistant to Satan. But nevertheless, we cannot make people do anything. Grown people, God gave all of us free will. But it looked like to me some of us ought to use that free will to at least give God some of His time. God give us all in all. He gave us His best when He gave us His Son. And you mean to tell me we can't give God 45 minutes to an hour and a half on Sunday morning? There's something wrong with that picture, y'all. And I ain't just talking about going to church just to be going to church. I'm talking about a real relationship with Christ. And the first thing it is, if you can't be straight with me, you're not going to be straight with nobody else. And you're not going to be straight with God. You can't say you love God and hate me and see me every day. You ain't never seen God. We need to check ourselves, people. That's the only thing Bitty Man is saying. Bitty Man is gonna just do the best he can to try to treat people the way I want to be treated. That's what I try to do. But I understand, y'all, some people you just have to feed them out of that long-handled spoon that my grandmama used to say. Feed them out of that long-handled spoon until they come to their senses. Some folk, the Apostle Paul says, as much as it lies within you, try to get along with everybody. So that letting you know that he wouldn't have said try if it were possible to do it with everybody. It is not possible that you're going to get along with everybody because they're not going to let you. But like I say, y'all, your word is your bond. Stop lying. If you know you're not going to do a thing, just go on and say it from the get-go and be through with it. That's the way I look at it. I ain't going to tell you I'm going to do something. I know automatically when you asking me, I know I'm not going to do it. I'm going to say, no. I'm not going to have you up there expecting me that I'm going to do that when I know I'm not. I just tell you flat-footed, front and center. No. Amen. With that being said, this is Bitty Man saying whatever you get into. God ain't in it, get out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. Till the next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first. This is Bitty Man saying peace and good morning.